I hate the word soft skills, but we got to have them because as pen testers, we got to tell people that their baby is ugly. And there's a charitable way to do that. And there's a not charitable way to do that. And there's a way that gets people coming back. And there's a way that you never do business again. So it's all in how you talk to people and how you can explain to them. So let me give you an example of the soft skills thing. I did a pen test in my first job. And I looked at the notes from the previous test. I looked at the previous report. There was an issue with one of the routers, like default creds on the router or something. So I logged into the router. That was the first thing I did. And then I went to the president of that bank and I said, hey, I logged into your router. And she's like, okay, that's cool. I was like, no, it isn't cool. You need to get your IT guy on the phone like now because this was an issue a year ago. And when I left, it was fixed. So the difference was that there was an issue outstanding for a year that would have kept being outstanding, but for being persistent. But for those soft skills, when in the readout interview, I just said, look, I can log into your router. And she's okay. Because she didn't know. She was like, what do I care? Why? Yeah. So it just perfectly demonstrates that if you don't articulate the risk in a meaningful way, you will not be able to get it remediated.
Yeah, and I think you're right that the soft skills doesn't really do it justice. And I know folks within InfoSec that don't like the term, so they insist on using communication skills because soft skills
sound easy, right? Like, oh, they're just soft skills. Oh, they're not all that hard. No, communication is one of the hardest parts about doing this job.
Yeah, and also I think soft skills, it reduces their importance when exactly as you just said, they're massive.
Think about your career growth, right? If you're say we're talking, keep the AppSec example going. Say you get hired on somewhere to work on their AppSec team, and you're that guy who always tells their developers what idiots they are. Do you think your boss is going to want to promote you to being a senior if you're that reputation for being a jerk? Not, right? If you think about it from the perspective of growing your career, then thinking about them in terms of communication skills versus soft skills will probably serve you better in the long run.